welcome to our eGeneration talk show. I'm Jennifer, and this is my partner Teresa.
Hello.
Today we have a special guest.
Yeah.
cherrychan.
Hi, my name is cherrychan, and I just recently graduated from University of Waterloo Master of Accounting, and I wrote the UV, which is the Uniform Final Exam, and Chartered Accounting entry exam, and I was very lucky and I got on the honor roll.
Wow！ 咁咪簡單介紹下 Cherry 啦。咁咪 Cherry Chan 咧就係、香港嚟嘅，咁咧佢就大學嚟咗 Canada 7年，係咪
7年。
呀，咁樣 Cherry 咧就係、之前咧大概係幾年前、2年前定係1年前係 Waterloo 畢業。
我 actually 啱今年畢業。
啱今年畢業，咁樣就September 嗰陣時候，pass 咗 exam。September pass， 就 pass 咗
roll the exam，roll
嗰個UV 嘅 exam，咁樣咧就而家就係一間
Means and
partner 嘅呢個 Chartered Accounting firm 咧，就喺度做。咁啊，今日就好榮幸請嚟 Cherry 咧，同我哋分享一下佢由immigrant 變成一個好成功嘅 accountant 嘅經歷。
So Cherry, as you were saying, you wrote this accounting entrance exam. Do you want to talk about it? What's the exam full name again?
The exam is actually called a Uniform Final Exam, and it is basically part of the requirement you have to fulfill to become a chartered accountant. And it is a 3-day exam, and it's a case-based writing exam.
It's a pretty tough exam, right? And you got you top 10?
Top 10 in Ontario.
Wow. How many people in total wrote this exam this year?
It was about 2,000 people who wrote in Canada, nationwide, and it was about 880 people wrote in Ontario alone, and I was the top 10, one of the top 10 in Ontario, and one of the top 60 in Canada.
How hard is the exam? Were you even surprised when you find out that you got like top 10?
I was. It was a long story. I was working at a client. I was working at the client one day, and my managing partner called me, and he called me out of nowhere because I don't work directly for him. So there's no reason. There isn't really any reasons for him to call me, right? So he called me, and I was really surprised. And he was on the phone with me, and he said, "Okay, where are you gonna be in the office tomorrow?" And I'm like, "I could be in the office tomorrow." And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to you about something." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what's wrong?" The managing partner would not just call you, right?
Yeah.
So
managing department, right?
Managing partner, the
partner.
top boss.
Oh, okay, the boss.
The big boss.
Big boss. You don't normally talk to this, like they don't normally talk to you, but then they.
Because I don't work directly in his team.
So
I work in a different team.
Right.
Yes. So all of a sudden he called me. So I was really surprised, and I was really nervous because I don't know if I made a mistake or something, and if they are gonna fire me or something, right?
Right.
So then I was trying to get him to tell me,
Give a
tell
little
me,
hint.
yes, exactly. I was like, "Oh, can you tell me something? Like,
What's
tell me
going
about
on,
yeah,
right?
exactly." And he goes like, "Oh, I want to tell you in person." And I'm like, "Okay," because I can't really yes, I can't really go further than that, right? So then I just say, "Okay, I'll see you tomorrow in the office." So the next day I went, like before the next day, that night I couldn't fall asleep at all. I was walking around, jogging around. I don't know what's happening, and I was really worried. But I was kind of, I had this feeling that it must be related. Yeah, it must be related to the exam because the exam result were gonna come out the week after.
Okay.
Yes. So
And the result, sorry for interruption. So the result would directly go to the managing partner.
if you are on the honor roll, they will notify the managing partner of that particular firm, and they'll let them know 1 week in advance.
So from that, you could expect.
Well, I kind of think that linked both together, but then I couldn't believe it because how would me, like, I mean, I'm myself, like, I can't believe I could make the honor
Not
roll.
only passing it, but also make it to the
Yeah,
honor
so
roll,
I can,
right? Okay.
like, I can expect it could be related to UV, but then I would never expect myself to be on the honor roll. So then I went to the office the next day. I was really nervous, and I waited for him to call me in, and waited and waited. I was really, really stressed. So I went into his office. He was holding my hand and told me that, oh, you know what, Cherry, you're on the honor roll. Yes, that was a hell of an experience.
Did you feel like, you know, your knees or
I was
you know,
sweating.
I
I was really sweating.
at that moment, eh?
Yes, that was a really dramatic experience, and I was so shocked for half an hour. I was sitting there, and he kept telling me how happy he is about me being on the honor roll. He's so proud of me, and I was so proud of myself too. But it's just that I was so
overwhelmed
shocked.
and stuff.
I know.
So
Yes. Yeah. And Cherry told me, like, when you go to the dinner, what's that?
yes, they notified me a week in advance because they wanted me to go to attend a dinner at the Institute of Chartered Accountant of Ontario, which is in downtown, a building on Bay Street, Bay and Bloor, and I went there, and
Yeah, actually, I would like to know, how did you feel when you find out you were the only one, the only Chinese making to the honor roll?
I was, well, at first, okay, before I stepped into the Institute building, I was like, are you kidding? Am I really here? So
Still not believing.
I still couldn't believe it. Maybe this is just a joke. I was telling
It's a big joke.
Yeah.
Or mistake or something.
I was actually telling the president of the institute, saying that I was still thinking that it could be a joke downstairs before I stepped into the building.
Okay.
So I walked into the building, and I saw all these people, and I don't see my friends there. I was a little disappointed, but I don't see any Chinese. I was the only one there. I was so surprised. Trust me, there were a lot of people. A lot of Chinese people who wrote the UV exam, and I couldn't believe I was the only one there. The
only
top 10.
Chinese. What about Asian, like Japanese, Korean?
No, I was the only non-white there.
You're the only Asian people, non-white.
Non-white.
Even not, even excluding people from
Everywhere.
East, everywhere.
Yes. No,
Wow,
I was
okay.
the only non-white there. I was really surprised.
So big congratulations again. Like,
Thank
this
you
is
very
great.
much. Thanks.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So. Well.
Tell me about, like, say, what are you doing now? Do you still work in the same firm now?
Yes, I do. I am actually working at Mins and Partners right now, and I used to work there as a co-op student during my undergrad year for 8 months, co-op work term.
Oh, so that's when you find out the exam results, when you're still working as a co-op student, right? Is that?
Not really. That was
Okay.
my undergrad year, so that was in 2005, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
When were you? When did you find out your result
my
this
results?
year, right? When were you doing that time?
I was working full time.
Full time in
Full-time
the
at
Mins
Mins.
and Partners.
Yes,
Oh,
at
okay.
Mins. I was
No
working
longer co-op student.
No longer.
I
co-op
see. Okay.
Student.
Go ahead.
I was.
Tell us about your firm.
Yeah, how do you like the firm? Like the work there, the people there, the stuff there, everything.
Well, actually, I started as a co-op student, and Mins and Partner is actually a bigger size firm than the previous firm that I worked at, and much bigger than the previous firm that I worked at.
Where was that?
My previous firm?
Yes.
My previous firm is eGeneration Partners, which is is a Chinese firm.
Another accounting firm?
Another
Okay.
Chinese accounting, a Chinese accounting firm
Okay.
located in Markham.
Okay.
So I started working at Mins and Partners as a co-op student, and it was a great experience. They always give opportunities to the new people. They are willing to teach you, and they are willing to they're basically like family to me.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like family to me. I was even, as a co-op student, I was even given an opportunity to go to Phoenix to work on some audit engagement. I was thrilled about that experience.
So you got opportunity to travel around.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's something that young people would really look out for. Good opportunities to travel.
So when I returned back to Mint, they promoted me to a senior accountant position.
And what was that? When was that?
It was in October 13th when I started.
This year.
Yeah, as full-time student.
Right.
Sorry, not as full-time student, as full-time employee.
Right.
I can't forget about being a student.
And something amazing about that was like you became a senior accountant in that firm in Mintz and Partners before you found out you passed the exam and made it to the honor roll.
Yes.
How's that?
Maybe, like I would put it this way, maybe my partner and my manager, they had this fortune-telling ability
to predict
that
you're gonna.
Well, actually, our firm promote people based on experience and based on their ability, rather than the academic success.
Well, for sure, you're very capable and eligible, right?
I hope they think that I'm eligible and capable.
That's great.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yep.
Yeah, the next part we will share. Cherry will share us with her little, like immigrant backgrounds about like how's your immigrant identity help you in success.
Succeeding the career.
Career here, yeah.
I came from Hong Kong 7 years ago in 1999 after I wrote my Hong Kong certificate exam, which is a public exam that everyone has to write after their Form 5. So I wrote that exam, and my major stream was commerce. So I had to write Chinese, English, the usual one, and also accounting. And I got, the only A I got was in accounting. So then that started my career as an accountant.
Okay.
So I came here and I was thrilled to find out that there were tons of opportunities available to me. I don't have to become an accountant because in Hong Kong you were really limited to the choices that you choose, to the choices that you made in your early stage. If you choose to be in commerce stream, then you're basically stuck in as an accountant, business. Then you can't become anything like doctor, scientist, engineer. You can't do anything like that.
There's no way to change, go back in Hong
there's
Kong.
No way.
Okay.
Yep. So then when I came here, I went to high school, and I knew that as long as I took specific credits, I would be able to become an architect, or I would be able to become an engineer.
At the same time, so you can become both, for example, like not anymore in Hong Kong, right?
Yes.
Basically.
So then my father is actually a contractor in Hong Kong, so I was encouraged by him that I should become an architect instead. So I tried, and they require a lot of drawing and a lot of creativity, a lot of painting and design, right?
But do you like drawing?
I do like drawing and painting a lot. I do like fine arts a lot. But I'm not creative enough. That's why.
You never know.
I'm not a very creative person. So I know my limits, and as a Chinese, your parents always push you to something more concrete, more financially stabilized subject, so that you could have a brighter and reliable future, right?
Yes, we all understand that.
Yes.
Being Chinese.
Yes. So then people would go against you for majoring in fine arts and majoring in like music and all that. Maybe also physical education, right? So then I was I put my focus in all the academic subjects other than the fine arts part. So that's why I couldn't and I didn't make to architect. But I was glad that I didn't make to the architect program in Waterloo because I knew that I would.
You know your limits.
Yeah, I know my limits.
Well, because you also know you have special talents in counting, right? So that's why you went for that. Yes. Go ahead.
And then my first 2 years in Canada were the worst years in Canada. We don't really
How
have
worse?
we didn't really have any relatives here, so then we had somebody to pick us up from the airport, and we rented an apartment in North York because people told us that North York high schools are the best. So then
So education comes first.
Yes, we stay there in the apartment. My father literally dropped us off, and got on the plane, flew back to Hong Kong.
Oh.
So then it's just me, my mom, and my brother who stayed here. And the apartment was okay, all right. It's just that at first we didn't have any furniture, we don't have anything. So we were sleeping on the floor at the beginning because the furniture was not ready yet, right? So it was those hard days, and I have to take my mom to get the driver license, to take the test. I still remember.
Started everything.
Yeah, I still remember that I have to hold the TTC map. Because we don't remember the street. The good thing about Canada is that the streets are like square shaped, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
North to south.
North and south.
West
yes, exactly.
East.
So then you know that the bus is gonna take you to the other end of the street. It's never gonna be like Hong Kong. You don't know where you go, right?
You get lost.
You get lost. So then I have to hold my TTC map and take my mom to Lawrence and Victoria Park to write the exam. The first time we got there, the driver test, I mean. So the first time we got there, it was too late. So then they were gonna close because it was after my school day. It was like at 4 or 5 o'clock.
And you were how old that time?
17.
17.
17.
And you found out you need a driver license in order to
my
drive.
Mom, yes.
Right. Okay.
My mom needed a driver license, and so did I. Right.
Right.
Yes.
Later.
Yes. So then
So that 17, being 17 is the first time you have to take care of your family.
Yes, because my mom and my brother do not speak any English. Yes.
See.
I was brought up in a school. In schools that they use English as the medium of teaching, so that's why more literate in English than that. So then I still could remember those days that I have to bring my mom to work, and my mom is a really smart woman. I can't believe how she literally doesn't know any English. She only remembered the first 3 letters of each street, major street. For Domino's, she only remembered DON. So then for Kennedy, she only remembered KEN. But then I draw the picture for her, which street is beside which avenue, and then all that. So then she could remember the street names and to remember where she is. Go. Yes. So she took buses to work. She's really good. She's really, really good. So I could still remember the day that we have to walk in the snow and it's really, really cold. And we didn't have the phone at the beginning, and we had to walk to the public phone. We had to walk for 5 minutes or 10 minutes to public phone.
To maybe even make a international call to your dad and complaining, where are you? why did you just leave us alone here and come back?
Well, he wouldn't have help anyways because he doesn't speak any English either.
So you were the only one speaks English.
Yes, I was the
only
one.
Family.
Yes, in the family. Still, I'm the only one.
Still. Wow, that was really tough.
Yeah.
That is those are the years that are very memorable. Those are the years that that helped me and my mom to glue together.
I think it's basically like a typical example for like immigrants. Do you think so? Yeah, I think it's relatively same, like similar.
Yes. You know what? Like for some people who are, for some people who have relatives here, it's so much easier for them, right? It's because we're the people that are the first group of people from our family to be here. So that's why. Like now I have like a whole bunch of family members here. They're really easy because we took care of them. We took them to for health card application, SIM card application, driver license, all that crap, right? But then at the moment that when we did it, like nobody was helping us.
Yeah, true.
And your family, big family. You were the starter, and then you started to bring other members, and they actually based on you guys.
Yep, that's right. But
that was really tough.
That's really tough. So
but now you're doing great.
Yes, my mom is really
proud of you.
Yes, my mom and my dad were really, really proud of me. They couldn't believe I did this.
So how's your life in university, like when you was in Waterloo?
Life in Waterloo.
It's boring.
It seems like a long, long time ago. Life in Waterloo is actually very fun. I remember when I studied for UV, it was the month that I played the most. I think we were pretty. Yes.
You just slacked off, you mean?
Not really. It was like we started studying at 9, and then we take lunch at 1 or 12. So then we take an hour lunch. We would play some card games. Afterwards, we would start writing another case in the afternoon, or do some other studying in the afternoon until like 5. So it's pretty much like 9 to 5 every weekday. And then after.
Is accounting the only course you were taking, or is it just a specific accounting?
So you were talking when you were doing the graduate school?
When I was studying for UV.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
That was after my school.
Why do you call you UV?
UV.
By the way.
UV. Uniform Final Exam.
Oh, okay. I see.
UV is just a short form for Uniform Final Exam.
Got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So yes, those months, like that particular month was like it was not very
memorable.
Yeah, very memorable. And there are. Well, you wouldn't believe it, but that's how I survived my school. I have a lot of helps from a lot of people. So sometimes I slack off and I skip classes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's believable. Yeah, I believe it.
So there was one time I remember. I don't know if I should say this
way.
Yes. So I skip entire week of class.
Really?
To go on a cruise.
Yeah.
To go on a cruise.
Oh. What do you say? I would say worth it.
Yeah, I would do it.
Well, it was so funny. Before the cruise trip, I was really sick. I had like 2 midterm exams during that week.
Oh, okay, so you finished exams?
No, 2 midterm exams.
Oh, okay.
This is midterm.
Okay.
So I was really, really sick, and I couldn't make to the exams, the midterm exam. I couldn't even write it. I couldn't even stand straight. I was so sick that I had to lie on my bed all day long. So
happened.
So I was pretty sick for the whole week, and then finally I got better and I got on the ship, and
but you missed your midterm.
Yes, I missed my midterm, but then I talked to the professor and I got a doctor's note. To prove that I was sick, but I was really sick. I wasn't like slacking off. I was trying to make it.
No one's saying you're not. Yeah, go ahead.
So then I went on the cruise, and it was a Caribbean cruise, and it was very hot there, nice weather. So all of a sudden I became really healthy.
Better. Okay.
So I felt so much better. So then I enjoyed the whole week, and it was a very nice trip. So I came back to Waterloo, and I got sick again.
Oh no.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Our conclusion: school makes people sick. Trip do the otherwise.
Wow, that's really great and fun experience.
Yeah, I still remember there are some hardworking days before exams.
Yeah.
I believe everybody it's like that too.
Yeah.
Like there were 2 exams that I remember I had to write one day, and I didn't go to classes that often, so I have to study really hard for those exams. So I studied hard for the account. There was the accounting one and also the math one. For the accounting one, I studied really hard for the whole week. But then for the math one, I had to stay up the night before the exam, the whole night,
right,
just to study for that exam. And then I did.
How did you do?
Wow,
I did okay at it. But,
in both of them, both in accounting and math, right?
Accounting is always my strength, in like relative to math.
I feel so jealous when people say, accounting is always my strength. You know, it seems so easy for you to say that, but people get what?
Relative. It's all relative, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can pick like courses like language.
It's really great if that's your strength and you picked it and you make it finally.
Oh, I'm interested in accounting, definitely.
So, are you interested in like work, like out of Canada, like in other countries or places?
You mean going back to Hong Kong? Right?
Not really going back to Hong Kong, because since you're talking about you like cruising, you like traveling. So, have you ever think about
your choices?
Yeah, think about you probably would go to elsewhere for a while.
The States, whatever.
Yeah, you take another offers. Like I mean, just like overseas offers.
You know, traveling is traveling. Traveling is relaxing.
Working is
working.
Relaxing.
Okay.
Yeah,
working is working. I think by
so you
immigrating,
enjoy the environment here.
By immigrating to Canada once, going through the whole immigrating process is it's good enough for me. I mean, like, I don't need another one. I don't need another kind of like tough experience to go through that whole thing again, right?
That's
get used to the environment, to remember the street names and all that. And my family is here, so my family is here in Hong Kong. So I would go to wherever my family is, and currently they are here, right? So I'm planning to stay here for a long, long time.
Wow,
I'm not gonna
typical.
Sweet.
Yeah, typical sweet. So, what would you give? What advice would you give to like undergrad students who, like, I would believe there are tons of Chinese students. They're always aiming for accountant, right? As you said, there are tons of them wrote the exam. So, what would you give as an advice for them to like succeed like you? Let's say study. Do you study as a group, for example, or do you always have a team?
I think, I think language is the key for your success.
Language?
Here, in Canada. Like, actually anywhere.
Right, yeah. Basically.
If you're in Hong Kong, you need Chinese, you need Cantonese, you need Mandarin now, obviously. Everyone needs language.
Glad to hear that.
Yes. You need to do well in your language course before you can do well in all other courses. Yes,
for sure.
Language for sure. And in terms of becoming an accountant, I think
for those who have, for example, for those who have less talents, for example, but they really want to make it into accounting, for my friends or whatever, whoever that is.
Well, I think it's not about talent. It's about hard work. It's more about hard work, and you do it more, then you know more.
Maybe I should think about
experience.
Hard work. Okay, I see.
It's more about experience.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually almost the time for our show, but it's a great opportunity today for us to meet you and have you as a guest to talk about your experience, and again, huge congratulations on your success.
Yeah, in your career exams. Yeah.
Exactly. Like good luck. Yeah, in the future you're gonna become a brilliant accountant.
Hopefully, yes. Yeah. Thank you very much for you guys.
You're very welcome.
Thanks very much too.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of our show today. Thank you for watching, and bye now.
Bye.